Is Lay the Points, episode number 9. I think I put number 8 on this one. Not sure. We'll have to look. I might have messed that up. But either way, we know what's going on. Daily episode of talking about sports, talking about a bet. We won yesterday. Jimmy Butler and playoff Jimmy and the Miami Heat came through. They were getting 9 and they won the game. Hopefully you got on that money line as well. The money line right at the beginning of the fourth quarter was plus 675, and I got a piece of that. That's 6.75 to 1. I took it with them down 10 because I trust Jimmy to close out games, which they did because the Celtics are terrible at closing out games. So one team is really good at closing out games, and one team is really bad at closing out games. We know that. Googs, what's going on, baby? Yeah, that was a fun one last night when Jimmy made his move and he was just going for it. And he kept going down to the post and doing his little fadeaway. And then, his kind of influence it's like contagious with his team. Once he takes off in the fourth quarter, they just go with him. And, Bam Adebayo, big putbacks and different things. And I feel like the Celtics shrank in the moment again. They shrank. They got small. Not small size-wise, but they just shrank away from Jimmy Butler's prowess. And the Miami guys jumped right on it, right? They just attacked with him. They're like, let's go get it. Down 10 doesn't matter for Jimmy Butler. We know that now. He's proven that repeatedly, that being down 10 doesn't really make a big difference. But anyways, that was an interesting one. Today we got another NBA game. Game 3 of Nuggets Lakers. This one's in LA. Even though I think this series is over because I don't think the Nuggets will lose 4 out of the next 5 games. Or in the sense, I don't think this message is held for review. We don't need to hold for review. Yeah, the Celtics were, they kind of have that MO. They have that MO of giving up at the end. It's kind of been consistent throughout the season, even not just the playoffs, but the season. But anyways, we have a different NBA game tonight. I believe it or not, guys, I actually think that the Nuggets will probably win this game too. And let me explain why. Because LeBron and AD have expended so much energy to get 2 losses in Denver. They went for those wins in each case. They really went for the wins. And they came up short both times, even after having a big lead in one of them. And I think that we're going to see some tired legs from LeBron. I don't think I don't think the AD and LeBron can beat the Nuggets by themselves. I don't think that they have the ability to beat the Nuggets by themselves. Even with Austin Reeves chipping in big numbers, Austin Reeves is by far the most efficient Laker in the series. He's shooting like 50%, but he just doesn't. He doesn't carry the star power. So, but he's been by far the most efficient Laker. Whoa. Sorry. My thing is not acting right. My phone holder thing. But anyways, we going through that, and I like a lot about this Laker game. I actually think that there's some good props in it. So if you'll check that out, they're not hard to find. I don't like to bet a lot of negative juice props. I don't like to do it. I do some of it, but not. I try to find positive juice props because if you're betting the props, you might as well get the plus money. But again, today's bet, we're going to go to the Major League Baseball, and I'm going to the St. Louis and the Dodgers game, guys. This is Syndergaard versus Michaelis. Both of these guys should get hit, and both of these guys should get hit well. When you look at how Syndergaard has done versus the St. Louis lineup, It's not great. Now, the sample size is small, but basically everyone on the team hit. And so I think that's a clear indicator that the Cardinals will score a few runs. And, the team total for the Cardinals is at 4.5. So that's what I like today. I like the team total for the Cardinals to go over 4.5. I think it was minus 120 when I bet it. It might have been minus 110. But I just, the way Syndergaard's going to give up some runs early. And so, what the heck? Stupid thing. So Syndergaard's going to give up a few runs early. We'll probably only need one, maybe two runs after he gets pulled. But I mean, he could give up all five of them too that we need. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me because Michaelis is also going to give up some runs. So that means that they may let Syndergaard stay in the game longer, trying to get some length out of his start. And again, guys, that kind of stuff, you're paying attention to that. The longer a guy stays in a game, if he's not elite and he's not striking 10 or 12 guys out, it means that they're probably hitting the ball too. So the game is still close, so they can leave that guy in. Wouldn't surprise me if this game by the fifth inning's 3-3 or something like that. I think this goes over. The St. Louis team total goes over 4.5. I actually don't think it's too much of a stretch. I also think the Dodgers are going to hit well too. So if you wanted to bet the Dodgers team total too, that's actually reasonably good. Or just bet the overall over in the game. Makes a lot of sense as well. But I'm going with the St. Louis Cardinals team total over 4.5. I believe I got it at minus 120 when I bet it. Like I said, these guys have just hit Syndergaard well, and I'm banking on that they'll get some early runs, and it won't be that difficult to get to the 5. And that's what I'm looking at in this one. I like that. Tonight's an NBA game. I'm not as sure about it as I normally am. And so I do like the Nuggets tonight, but it's not like I'm not that sure about it. Where I was pretty sure about Miami yesterday, like 9 points. Come on now. Even when the Celtics were on their run, they were still only up about 12 at one point. So it was still one 3-pointer away from still being in the in the spread. So, but yeah, that's where I'm at today. St. Louis team total over 4.5. I like it. I'm right there on it. I actually already bet it. So that game starts later tonight, which is where we want to be at. Don't want to put out content if the game's already playing. I actually did that once, not on purpose, but the game started an hour earlier than I thought, and I was putting on content about the game, and it was going. I didn't know what the score was or nothing. And one of the commenters was like, "Hey, man, that game's going," and I'm like, "What?" But yeah, it was funny. It was a while ago now, but it was pretty funny. I didn't know. A lot of this content, guys, I have written on a piece of paper that I have a notebook I keep. And so I have this content that I write and figure out which game I'm going to put on here and stuff. So I have like a thought process and some numbers and statistics and different things that I have like a little mini workup that I use for these videos. But yeah, so I've definitely made some boo-boos on camera before. But that's where we're at. A fun bet maybe to get on right now too is considering McClanahan for Cy Young. He's undefeated and he's just been kicking ass. So not a terrible Cy Young choice right now. Wouldn't surprise me if he goes most of the season. Maybe has the highest win total this season, pitching for Tampa and just as good as he's been. You're getting pretty good odds on him right now. Not a bad play to throw a future on. But anyways, that's where I'm at, guys. You guys have a great day. We're going St. Louis team total. St. Louis Cardinals team total over 4.5 runs versus the Dodgers tonight, versus Syndergaard, versus Thor. He's not Thor no more. He doesn't have the long hair and all that no more. So, but anyways, y'all have a great day. This is Jacob from Wager Me This.